In this AlignMix video, you will learn how to use the cleanup tool that is found in AlignMix. Now, the cleanup tool can be used for many different things, and we're to cover each one of those in this video. So to start off with, let's first import a account list into AlignMix, and these accounts will be assigned to territories during this import because we have an assignment here in the Excel file. Let's import ID to ID, name of the account to name, the home zip code of each one of these accounts, pull in some numeric data sets for these accounts, and these accounts are already assigned to a territory, and we'll pull in a segmentation as well. So this is an account-based alignment that's being imported. Clicking Next, Next again, and now Finish. And now you'll see in the top right that we do have accounts imported. We've got the A, B, C's, and D's. If I zoom into the map, you'll see accounts are scattered about, but we don't see geographic territories. And that's usually one of the first hangups most new users get is after they've imported account-based data, they're wondering where their geographic territories are. Well, these accounts imported are assigned to territories. If we click on Layers and click on the Accounts color button, you see that there are groupings of the colors, and this label is floating in the center of these account-based territories. But what we need to do next is assign zip codes to a territory, and that's where the cleanup tool comes in. Clicking here on Tools, we can go to Clean Up Alignment. Clicking on Clean Up Alignment, you'll see that we have 4 different options. We've got unassigned zip codes, unassigned accounts, reset overrides, and fix incontiguous territories. So if we click on unassigned zip codes, which is right now all of them, and click on Next, now we have several other options. Since we don't have any zip codes assigned at this point, we can either use the automatic to-pass or we would do the account count cleanup. So if you do the account count cleanup, you'll see that we get kind of a patchwork created when we click on Next. And this is because it's only assigning zip codes to a territory where zip codes have an account found within it. And that's essentially the first pass in the two-pass system. So I hit undo. I'm going to undo that cleanup. And now let's go to cleanup, unassigned zip codes, and now I'm going to do to-pass. When I do the to-pass method, it's going to do what we saw earlier. It's going to assign those zip codes with accounts in there to a territory. But with the second pass, it's going to go out 200 miles and fill those zip codes in also. So clicking on Finish, it's going to go outwards and clean up all those zip codes in between. When that cleanup is finished, you'll see it appear here on the screen. So now you no longer see that patchwork because the second pass went outwards and connected a lot of the dots. So that's what the clean up alignment to-pass method does. So let's go back to clean up alignment, unassign zip codes, and this time we're going to do it by closest territory only. This is essentially the second pass when it does those first two. First, it does it based on the account count and then by closest territory. But let's do by closest territory again, and I'm going to do it by 500. So it will assign all the areas on the outskirts to territories as well. And just like that, most of the country is now assigned. So we basically did a account level import there and then used the cleanup tool to clean up the alignment using one pass and then the second pass. So let's go back to the clean up tool and look at the other options. We also have a section here for account overrides. Now, account overrides are accounts that exist in a territory, but they're assigned to a different territory. We can locate account overrides from our territory table, and if you've created account overrides, whether on purpose or by accident, you'll be able to see them here in the override section. And you see that we do have a couple overrides. A gain means that this territory here has 4 accounts assigned to it, but they're located in a different territory. So let's go back to our map here. Under Tools, Clean Alignment, I can reset all of those account overrides with just one click. Click here, next again, and it's going to reset all of them. So now if an account is located within a territory, it is assigned to that territory. There's one other thing here that we can see in the table view, is that all of our territories are currently incontiguous. And by that, I mean there's little pockets of territories. So for example, here, these little areas are not contiguous to the main part of the territory. And we can fix those by using the Touch Align tool and then simply color in those areas like so. And we move those like that. But when we do that, we've moved also the zip and account assignments. We can undo that, set it to only zip codes, move it like that, or we can use the cleanup tool once again to fix those incontiguous areas within a certain range. So if we change this to, let's say, 50 miles, click Finish, a lot of the areas that were incontiguous to begin with will now be contiguous again. Now we'll have to extend our range because some of them got cleaned up and some didn't. But throughout your process in Alignmix, you'll be able to clean those up pretty well. And there you go. You've just learned how to use the cleanup tool that is found in Alignmix.